Missed planting beans in spring? Good news, you still have one last window. Planting bush beans in early August gives you time to harvest before first frost. They mature quickly and produce up until cold hits. Let's walk through exactly how to make the most of the season and get fresh beans later than you thought possible. Tools and supplies. You'll need bullet list, brief, gardening gloves, garden trowel or dibber, compost or organic fertilizer, mulch, straw, leaves or grass clippings, watering can or drip hose, plant markers, and garden journal. Optional, pole for short support, net insect netting, or yellow sticky traps, optional for pests. Why August is a great time for bush beans. Bush beans are fast, typically ready in just 50 to 60 days. Planting in early August lets you capture those last warm weeks before cooler weather slows them down. Beans don't tolerate heavy frosts, but they'll thrive when nights stay above 50 degrees and days remain warm. Also, daytime temperatures in August often deter some pests, making late planting surprisingly low maintenance. Step 1. Choose the right variety. Pick quick-maturing bush bean varieties known for fall planting. Provider, resilient and early, contender, heat-tolerant, productive, Blue Lake 274, classic, flavorful, Bush Romano, broad, crisp pods. These varieties yield reliably in cooler fall weather when planted in August. Step 2. Prepare soil and location. Bush beans prefer well-drained, slightly acidic to neutral soil, pH 6.0, 7.0, loosen soil to 6 to 8 inches depth, and mix in compost or balanced organic fertilizer. Weed out any summer crops and choose sunny spots. Beans need at least 6 hours of sun per day. Beans fix nitrogen, so you don't need a heavy fertilizer feed later. Step 3. Planting the seeds. Sow seeds 1.5 inches deep, spacing them 2 to 3 inches apart in rows 18 to 24 inches apart. If you expect rainfall, plant just before a rain to boost germination. Water gently after sowing and keep soil moist until sprouting begins, usually within 7 to 10 days in this season. Succession planting. Sow a second row 2 weeks later for an extended fall harvest timing. Step 4. Watering and mulching. Keep beans consistently moist but not waterlogged. Once sprouted, water deeply once or twice a week depending on rainfall. Spread mulch around plants to regulate soil temperature, retain moisture, and cut weeds. Avoid covering the base of stems directly to prevent rot. Step 5. Pest and disease prevention. Late planting reduces early-season pest pressure, but watch out for Mexican bean beetles, aphids, powdery mildew if humidity is high, use yellow sticky traps or insect netting early on if pests appear. If leaves get powdery, increase airflow by thinning adjacent plants. Harvesting pods promptly also prevents disease spread. Step 6. Harvesting tips. Bush beans produce in flushes. Pick pods when firm and snap easily, typically 50 to 60 days after planting. Harvest every few days to keep plants producing. For beans with tough skin, shell them before cooking. Smaller pods can be eaten fresh right off the plant. Stop harvesting a week or two before expected frost to allow plants to wind down. Step 7. End of season cleanup. Once frost threatens or production slows, remove all bean plants and seed pods from garden. Do not compost pods with pest damage. Optionally, tilt the soil lightly to break down roots and suppress volunteer plants. If planting peas, brassicas, or corn next season, rotate location. Beans help build nitrogen, so allow some space between legume plantings. Soil checks, temperature and moisture. Madder bush beans germinate best when soil temps stay above 60 degrees, 16 degrees. In early August, check morning soil temperature with a basic thermometer before planting. If it's too cool, you can warm the soil using a clear plastic sheet for a few days. Soil moisture is just as important. Squeeze a handful. If it holds together loosely and crumbles when touched, it's perfect. Avoid planting into soil that's waterlogged or bone dry, as both slow germination and weaken early root development. After planting, gently keep the surface moist, especially during the first 10 days. Dry bean bonus. Let pods mature on the plant. If you're looking to grow beans for storage, leave a portion of your crop unharvested. As the season winds down, allow some pods to fully mature and dry on the plant. You'll notice the pods yellow and develop a rattling sound when shaken. Once fully dry, harvest and shell the beans. Spread them out indoors on a clean surface for 5 to 7 days to complete drying, then store in airtight jars. Varieties like Provider make excellent dry beans with long shelf life. Great for winter soups or saving seeds for next year. Storing and using your bean. Harvest. Fresh bush beans will last about a week in the fridge, stored in a produce bag. For longer preservation, try blanching and freezing them. Boil trimmed pods for 2 minutes, shock in ice water, dry thoroughly, and freeze in labeled bags. Another option is pickling. Combine beans with garlic, dill, and vinegar for a tangy shelf-stable snack, or dehydrate them for winter soups. Beans planted in August are especially tender and flavorful, making them ideal for preserving, boosting pod production with foliar feeding. 100 words. About 3 weeks after germination, spray plants with a gentle solution. 1 tablespoon of liquid kelp or seaweed, extract per gallon of water. Foliar feeding helps boost early pod formation when growth slows as days shorten. Only mist leaves lightly. This isn't a spray soak. Use alongside morning waterings to give nutrients that absorb quickly. Avoid high nitrogen fertilizer now. Beans benefit from early nutrients, but too much nitrogen can create leafy vines and reduce pods. Top do's and don'ts. Quick list. Do. Plant seeds by early August. Keep soil moist consistently. Harvest frequently to prolong yield. Use mulch to hold moisture. Rotate planting location next season. Don't wait past mid-August. Risk frost. Don't over-fertilize with nitrogen. Don't leave old pods or plants in place. Don't overcrowd seeds. Don't ignore early pest signs. If you still want homegrown beans this year, it's not too late. Planting bush beans in August gives you a second chance at fresh harvest. They grow fast, yield steadily, and respond well to minimal care. With mulch, timely harvesting, and basic pest guards, you'll enjoy crisp beans right into fall. This late-season strategy fills your harvest gap without heavy work and offers fresh sheafs of pods just when other gardens slow down. So grab your gloves, sow those seeds, and get ready to enjoy beans this fall.